Is this okay for you?
You see?
I can make it so it's a little higher.
A little bit, I think this is okay. Maybe a little bit
Otherwise,
higher.
we could do it.
So that's what's higher.
Yeah, that is kind
गुरुवे श्री गौरचंद्राय श्रीराधिकाय सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। First of all, I offer my very humble obeisance at the lotus feet of Paramarayattam Gurudev, Jagat Mitila Vishnu Sripad Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Jayanto Shiksha Guru Vargajan, Mitila Vishnu Sripad Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Goswami Maharaj, Shri Srimad Bhakti Vigyan Bhakti Goswami Maharaj, and the whole Rupanush Guru Parampara, Sachinandan Gaurahari, Shri Radha Raman Bihari Ji, to the Vaishnavi Sannyasis present here, we very humble obeisances. So it's such a pleasure to be here once again, and this whole conference on Sri Rupa Goswami Pad, it's been running for so long, especially Manjari Didi, she is trying very hard to conduct this and to fulfill the desire of Sri Gurudev in English language, so that people, devotees, they can realize the glories of Rupa Goswami Pad. So this is such a wonderful seva by Manjari Didi. We should all clap and give her gratitude for that. She's trying very hard. She comes from there, far away, and she's sweating here during this tough summer month, and trying to stitch all the speakers and trying to do this. So this is the mood of Shri Gurudev, just like Sanjay was talking about these things, the mood of Shri Gurudev. Gurudev likes these things. Okay? So, especially the glories of Rupa Goswami Pad. It's just so much. And during the course of different classes, during different conference, so we have been touching, especially myself, I have been touching different topics of Rupa Goswami Pad. If you remember last year we spoke about Chatu Pushpanjali. No. Chatu Pushpanjali last year. Okay, it was a small work of Sri Rupa Goswami Pad, and we discussed about that. And this year, we will speak, we will take this beautiful work of Sri Rupa Goswami Pad, Sri Karpanya Panjika. This is a beautiful work of Sri Rupa Goswami Pad. So this is manifested in Stavamala, and Sri Rupa Goswami Pad, he teaches us how to pray to Shri Radha and Krishna. what way we should try to pray to them. The way to beg. Rupa Goswami by teaching us, how to please Sri Radha and Krishna to get their mercy. Karpanya Panjika. So Panjika basically means here list. And Karpanya meaning very, humble entreaties, the list of very humble prayers, to Radha and Krishna. So this work of Sri Rupa Goswami Pad, he takes nearly 10-15 shlokas just only to pray to Radha and Krishna in many different ways, begging to them, please kindly show me mercy. Okay? So he's teaching us how to be very, humble, being to feel that we are not qualified enough, we are not proper recipient of the mercy of Radha and Krishna, but still somehow you try to give us the mercy. So he's basically teaching us that the sequence, the way to pray, so this Karpanya Panjika Stotram, Stotra. So this is a very beautiful one. Baldev Vidyabhushan Pad, he has written a very beautiful commentary on this, and he has explained each and every word very nicely and the mood of this, stotra. So, Baldev Vidyabhushan Pad, he says, quoting Sri Jiva Goswami Pad's commentary, stotra means the work that's written by somebody new or modern. And stava means the work that's manifested since long time. That's the difference between stava and stotra. So this list of very humble prayers to Radha and Krishna, that's what Karpanya Panjika means. So Rupa Goswami Pad, he starts with Mangalacharan. Rupa Goswami Pad says, Tishtan Vrindatavi Kunje Vigyapti Vidatatyasau Vrindatavi Shayo Pada Padmeshu Kripano Jana. Rupa Goswami Pad is saying, Vigyaptim, I'm trying to pray to the lotus feet of Sri Radha and Krishna. Vrindatavishayo Pada Padmeshu, to the lotus feet of Sri Radha and Krishna. Kripano Jana, this lowly person, very, humble, crying and praying. With that mood, I am trying to pray. Vidatat asau. I am trying to pray to the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. So, he is basically saying, Tishtan Vrindatavi Gundi. So, by being in Vrindavan, by sitting in a beautiful kunja in Vrindavan, I'm crying and, offering these prayers. So Baldev Vidyabhushan Padesi, he is saying in his commentary that Vrindatavi Kunje Tishtan, by staying in Vrindavan, why did Rupa Goswami said that? The reason being, Rupa Goswami is saying, though I am not qualified to even pray to a lotus feet, nowhere I am qualified, but still I am having the guts to pray. So that, the guts that Rupa Goswami is getting, because he is saying that I am living in Vrindavan because of just by residing there, though I am not qualified, but still I am trying to become bold enough to even beg from you the superior. Just by living in Vrindavan, he is getting the boldness, to even to pray to Radha and Krishna. Just like for example, we are a beggar and we try to go to somebody and we say, oh, give me 2 lakh rupees. It's like, what? Okay? So in a similar fashion, Rupa Goswami is saying that somebody is praying to Radha and Krishna, saying, you give me the lotus feet of the dust of a lotus feet, you give me the service of lotus feet, Radha Krishna. They might say, why are you begging this? Who are you? So then Rupa Goswami was saying, I am a resident of Vrindavan. Just by residing in Vrindavan, I am becoming bold enough to pray this thing from you. With such a mood of boldness, though I am not qualified, I am starting to pray. But Sri Rupa Goswami is teaching us, if we want to pray something, you just don't go and straightforward say, you just give me 2 lakh rupees, something like that. First what you do, you praise them. So Rupa Goswami is, in 10 verses, Sri Rupa Goswami is trying to glorify Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani in a very beautiful way. The first line of the verse glorifies Sri Krishna, and the second line of the verse, it glorifies Srimati Radharani. So with such a beauty, Sri Rupa Goswami describes in 10 verses. The beauty of these 10 verses is in Sanskrit is called as Kulakam, meaning these 9 verses, among these 10 verses, 9 verses, there is no subject. The subject comes in the 10th verse. Till that point, it's just only glorifying Radha and Krishna without taking their name. Okay? So this bunch of verse, wherein it finishes towards the last, 10th verse. So this bunch is called as in Sanskrit Kulakam, meaning a group of verse. Okay? So Sri Rupa Goswami he starts to describe very beautifully first verse he says, it describes the Kanti, the glow, the glow of Radha and Krishna. Navendi Varasundo Saundarya Skandana Pranam. So this describes, about Shri Krishna, that the glow of Sri Krishna is kind of a blue, you know. So Rupa Goswami is saying that there is a gem which is called as Indivar, Emerald, I think. Sapphire, something like that. Yeah. So Rupa Goswami is saying that your glow is so beautiful that even sapphire is defeated in front of you. Such beautiful glow you have. Similarly, in the second line is describing about the glow of Srimati Radharani. Charu Gorochana Garva Gaurava Grasi Gauravam.
Krishna वाला किससे मिली हो ना किधर?
इंदिवर के साथ नवे इंदिवर, you know, the new sapphire. Radharani, he is saying Gorochana. Gorochana Garva Gaurava Grasi. So Radharani is glowing just like a molten, you know, gold. So that so there is this gem, it's called as Gorochan. Comes from the cow, actually. So Srimati Radharani is, you know, the glow of Srimati Radharani is such that it's defeating the glow of this Gorochan, beautiful, shining Gorochan is defeated, you know, just in front of Srimati Radharani. Meaning she is even more glowing than the new this Gorochan. So it's describing about the glow of Sri Krishna and Radharani. So then Rupa Goswami Pad is describing about the beautiful, the dress that Sri Krishna is wearing and the beautiful blue sari, the sari that Sri Radharani is wearing. So they are defeating, you know, the molten gold, Sri Krishna's Pitambara, you know, glowing so much that it's defeating even the new molten golden color. And Srimati Radharani's beauty of the dress is such that Kimshuk, you know, this kind of a fruit or something like that, bluish. So Srimati Radharani's dress is defeating, you know, the beauty of this beautiful fruit. So next to us, he is saying Sarva Kaishora Vat Vrinda Chudaruda Chiharinmanim Koshta Shesha Keshorinam Dhammilotam Samanvita. Shri Krishna, he is the topmost of all the youthful, you know, the sakas of Sri Vrindavan. He is the supreme, you know, Nayak, beautiful personified. And Srimati Radharani, she defeats all the gopis, and she is like, you know, she's just like the jewel that's placed on top of the head. Similarly, she sits on the top of all the gopis of Sri Vrindavan. So like this, Rupa Goswami Pad is describing, you know, the beautiful form of Sri Radha and Krishna. So then Rupa Goswami Pad is describing about, you know, the smell, the fragrance of Sri Radha and Krishna. Saurabhyahrita Gandharvam Gandhonmadita Madhavam. This verse, first line is, first line describes about Sri Radha, Krishna, and the second line describes about Radha. So this is not like one full verse. No. One verse, first half describes about Sri Krishna, second half describes about Radharani. So then he says, the smell, the fragrance of Sri Krishna completely captivates Srimati Radharani. And the beautiful fragrance that comes from Srimati Radharani makes Madhav Sri Krishna go mad. No? So then the next line he is saying, Radha Rodana Vamshikam Mahati Mohita Chutam. The beautiful flute of Sri Krishna makes Srimati Radharani to stop. And the beautiful veena that Srimati Radharani plays completely enchants Sri Krishna. Then the next verse is very beautiful. Sri Rupa Goswami is describing above the beautiful, sidelong glances of Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. Radha Dhriti Dhanas Tena Lochananjala Chapala. Sri Krishna's sidelong glance is very restless. Why restless? Because he is searching for Srimati Radharani. For example, evening time Krishna is coming back after full day of cow herding. When he is coming to Nanda Gram, from far away he is trying to search where Srimati Radharani is. Chapalam is, sidelong glance of Sri Krishna is very restless, trying to search where Srimati Radharani is. And the moment that sidelong glance, catches Srimati Radharani, Radha Dhriti Dhana, the composure of Srimati Radharani, which is like the wealth, Krishna steals that composure. And Srimati Radharani, she loses the composure the moment, she sees the sidelong glance of Sri Krishna, searching for her. Okay? In a similar fashion, Driganchala Kala Bringidashta Krishna Ridam Buddha. Sri Rupa Goswami the choice of his words are very, soft and very nice. Srimati Radharani's sidelong glances, that's compared with the bee. Why it's compared with the bee? Because Srimati Radharani's sidelong glance is not constant or stable. She's looking, then diverting, then something else, something else. It's very like a bumblebee, just going up, going down, going like this, going like this. It's always like this. So those sidelong glances, kala, it's Rupa Goswami is saying that's like a beautiful way of seeing Sri Krishna. So just like a bumblebee sits in a lotus flower and bites it, in a similar fashion, the sidelong glances of Radharani, is compared to bumblebee. It also touches the lotus of the, heart of Sri Krishna and bites it. Meaning Krishna is, now he is not in his own, is smitten by the sidelong glances of Sri Krishna, Radharani. So such a beautiful description and glories of Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. So like this, two more verses. Sri Rupa Goswami He's describing these glories. Then finally he's saying, hey Shri Radha, hey Shri Krishna, I'm trying to pray to your lotus feet. Kakubir mandamano yam manda pratyate jana. This Karpanya Panjika is very special. Shri Rupa Goswami repeatedly is trying to say, he's saying jana, meaning, I am just a nobody, just a normal person. Manda, very dull, So, similar fashion, Rupa Goswami is trying to, deprecate himself in a very natural way, not like a, imitative way. In a very natural way, crying to Radha and Krishna, he is praying. The whole of Karpanya Panjika is like this, So, by this glorification of 10 verses, Rupa Goswami is saying, now I'm trying to pray to your lotus feet. Okay? So then, in next 10-15 verses, he prays to Shri Krishna in many, Radha and Krishna in many different ways. He's trying to convince them that they should show their mercy upon him. Okay? In many different ways. So we should also, being a sadhak, we should also try to learn how to pray, how to beg, cry for that. And remember that we are just nobody, useless. We have no qualification, nothing. Okay? So Rupa Goswami is saying that though I am not qualified, yogyata me na kachidvam, I have no qualification, kripa lavaya yadyapi, to get your mercy, I am not qualified. Then why you are praying? Maha kripalu molitva tatapi kurutam kripam. But you are magnanimous. Though, I am not qualified, but you are Maha kripalu moli. You are the topmost among the most magnanimous. That's why, I am becoming a little bit bold to beg from you. So then he is saying in the next verse, even though I am not qualified, ayogye api, aparade api, drishyante kripaya kula, mahakripalavô, hanta loke lokesha vandito. Two things he is trying to say. Though I am not qualified. Second, he is saying, though I am full of aparad, still I am trying to pray to your lotus feet. Why? Because you are being prayed by even the demigods, who by nature are very merciful. So you must be much more merciful than the demigods who are praying to you. Like this, he is trying to convince Shri Radha and Krishna in many different ways. So then, next verse he is trying to say, Baldev Vidyabhushan Pad is giving beautiful commentary on this. He is saying, Radha Krishna, they might say that we only show mercy on somebody who has a little bit bhakti. But you don't have any bhakti. So then Rupa Goswami is trying to say, Bhakter mam karuna hetu lesha bhasopi nasti me. Even though I don't even have a drop of a semblance of even bhakti. Mahalileshwarataya tadapyatra prasidatam. But you are Leela Purushottam, you are very playful. If you wish, you can show mercy even upon somebody who don't have bhakti. So like this. So then he is saying, Jane dushte api asakte api prasidanto vilokita mahalila maheshascha nato bhagavo bhuvi. So then he is trying to say, Rupa Goswami Pad, that those people who are not qualified, dushte, those who are bad, and those who are materially motivated, still one can see that big, Maheshwar like Shivji, even they bestowed mercy upon such people. But you are even superior to them, to Shivji. So then with this hope, I'm coming to you to beg mercy. So then Baldev Vidyabhushan Paji says, two examples. So there was this one, very, low class person. His name was Baij. And he used to take, fruits or food, clean his mouth and spit on a shivling. Even upon such person, Shivji, he showed mercy and he took his name and became Baijanath. Bihar. In Bihar, this deity is there, it's called Baijanath. Okay? He didn't have any brains or, qualification. He used to clean his mouth and spit on the shivling. But still Shivji took it that he is doing my Mahabhishek. So he took the name Baijanath. So then Rupa Goswami Pad is saying that if Shivji can do such mercy, why not you? Though I am not qualified, though I am badly motivated, I am full of, Namaparad, Vaishnavaparad. Though I have no this bhakti, nowhere I am qualified, but still if Shivji can show such mercy, why not you? So then Radha Krishna will say, why you are begging like this? That's why Rupa Goswami said in the beginning, I am sitting in Vrindavan, so due to which I am getting this boldness to even pray such thing from you. So then, Sri Rupa Goswami Pad, he is trying to say to Radha and Krishna that though I am lowest of the low, Rupa Goswami Pad is saying that it can be seen that somebody who is not qualified, a person like me, I'm not qualified, but still I try to show off in the sabha of, scholars that I know so many things. Though I am not good natured, bad person, but still to the world I try to show myself as to be well mannered and cultured, which is not good, which is very bad. So Rupa Goswami is saying, still, even though my nature is like this, very bad, full of duplicitous nature, but still I am trying to beg your mercy because I chant your holy name. This holy name, even a semblance of this holy name, Nam Abhas, can completely destroy this dupliciousness. Because I am chanting your divine holy name, a semblance of the holy name Nababas, I am becoming bold enough to beg from you that though I am bad, though I am duplicitous, though I try to show off that I am very good and well-mannered and knowledgeable and things like that, but still, just by the power of this divine holy name, even the semblance of this, holy name, Namabhas, they can completely destroy this dupliciousness. So then, you should be really kind upon me. Okay? So then he is trying to say, next verse, that even though there might be such degree of, this aparat which cannot be forgiven, still by the dint of even a drop of this pure bhakti, I believe that there is nothing which can stop from getting your mercy. Edakshamyam now yuvayo sakrit bhakti lavadapi tadaga kvapi naste vakritva sham pratyate tata. Though there might be so many different, this offenses which cannot be forgiven, but still by the power of bhakti, even a drop of this pure bhakti, none can stay there. They will all be cleansed. Just because of that power, just because of that belief in the power of bhakti, pratyate tata, I am getting courage to even pray this from you. First he is describing the glories of Namabhas. Then he is trying to say even a drop of this pure bhakti destroys all this, this offenses. Because Radha Krishna, they might say you are not qualified because, you are full of material desires, you don't have pure bhakti, you are duplicitous, and you are full of, this offenses. So why we should show your mercy? So then Rupa Goswami is countering these arguments of Radha and Krishna by giving valid, points that the Namabhas and this pure bhakti, they will all be destroyed. So then you should somehow, show mercy upon me. You shouldn't stop this flow of the mercy. So then, Shri Radha and Krishna, they say, okay, we believe that these things are not there, but still you don't have the power of sadhan bhajan. So then Rupa Goswami is saying, Hanta klivo pi jivo yam nita kashtena drishtatam muhu pratyate nato prasada koti udanchatu. In a very sad tone, he is saying, yes, it's very true. I don't have the power of sadhan bhajan. Jivoyam, he's telling about himself that I am just nobody, useless, wasted my time. But still, seeing the suffering of this material world, nita kashtena drishtatam, seeing the suffering of this material world or seeing the separation moved from you, muhu pratyate nato, I am trying to beg from you. Though I don't have sadhan bhajan, but seeing all this suffering and seeing the suffering of this, separation from you, I am trying to beg from you. Somehow you try to show some mercy. upon me. So then in the next 4-5 verses, he's just literally crying to convince Sri Radha and Krishna that somehow you should sow a little drop of mercy upon me. Esha papi rudan uchair adaya radanaistranam ha natau natati prani siddhata. He's just crying that I cannot take this. I'm suffering so much. I'm a papi, sinful person. I'm taking a drop, a blade of grass within my teeth. I'm trying to pray this from you. Aha rabamasau kuruvan durbago bhikshate jana etam shrunutam kakum shrunutam Ishvaro. He's literally trying to pray, to cry and pray in a very, sad tone. Durbago. I am the most Durbago, unfortunate person. So kakum with a very sad tone. I am trying to pray this. Please kindly hear from me. Please kindly don't, turn your face and go away. Please kindly listen to me. Yache futkritya ha kaku virakula. Now, the balance or composure is just going away. Now he's like, ha, when you will show me this mercy? Futkritya meaning crying loud. Rupa Goswami is saying, Prasidatam ayogyo api. Please kindly show mercy upon me. Karuna navo, you are the ocean of mercy. Kroshati artasware rasye nasyangushtamasau jana kurutam nato karuna kanikamapi. Now the limit is surpassing so much. So Rupa Goswami is saying, now I am shouting and putting my finger within my mouth and somehow biting and I'm saying, Kurutam natau karuna kanikamapi. Just even a drop of this mercy somewhere, little bit here. Please kindly show this mercy upon me. Please kindly, in the next verse also he is saying like this, Dinaya, by begging, literally falling into your lotus feet. I am begging that even a drop of this mercy you kindly beg me. So like this, Sri Rupa Goswami is literally crying. So then Radha and Krishna, they melted by this. So they are saying, oh Shri Rup, what do you want? Why you are praying like this? So then Rupa Goswami is saying, Madhura santi yavanto bhava. Sarvatra chetasaha tebhyo api madhuram prema prasadi kurutam vidam. He is saying that Shri Vrindavan Dham, there are so many beautiful mellows which are present, which completely captivates the heart. But even among them, the topmost nectar is prema, divine, transcendental, loving mood towards you. That's what I really want from you, that divine, transcendental love. Please kindly show mercy upon me. I only want that divine love. And what kind of love is that? So then the next verse is trying to explain. Sevam evadhyamam devi vahe kinchana na param prasada vimuko. Anta bhavanto bhavatam. The divine love is manifested, in the form of seva. See, that's why I really want seva from you. Lotus feet of, the service to the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. I don't, naparam, kinchana naparam, I don't want anything else. So I'm satisfied to see that now you are really wanting to show some mercy upon me. Now I'm pleased. So in the next verse he is trying to pray that Natitam Param Evedam Anata Jana Vatsalo Swam Sakshat Dasyamevasmin Prasadi Kurutam Jana. Oh, the Lordship Sri Radha and Krishna, I only pray this from you, that I only want dasyam, I just only want to be servant of your lotus feet. Please kindly show mercy upon me. So then finally he is finishing this Karpanya Panjika. Not the stotra, but the way to convince Sri Krishna to plead from them. He is finishing that before he begins with the services. So he is finishing by saying, Anjalim murdni vinyasya dinoyam bhikshate jana asya siddhirabhishtasya sakruta pikvapadyata. That by taking my head on top of like this, dinoyam jana, this very fallen soul, bhikshate, I'm literally trying to beg from you. Whatever service that I'm going to start, to beg from you, even at least once, Sakrudapi, even at least once, please kindly give me a chance to serve. Even at least once, little, a moment at least, may my mood to serve be fulfilled. So these are all the ways in which Rupa Goswami is trying to pray. So this is what is called as the list, Panjika, list, Karpanya, very, humble, humility, crying, way he is trying to beg from Sri Radha and Krishna. So a sadhak, we should also try to learn like this. We cannot demand service. We cannot try to compete. Rather, we should try to be low and try to cry and beg and, try to convince Radha and Krishna. They would not give. Muktim dadati karichit smana bhakti yogam. They might give wealth, name and fame and this and that and even moksha, even Vaikuntha. But the service, one has to convince why we should give you. There's almost like a quote, why you need this. Though you are not qualified, though in no way you can get this, but we have to convince them somehow, and we have to beg and cry that somehow, though I am not qualified, but you are magnanimous, please try to show mercy upon me. And even once, little chance, just like somebody wants to serve Sri Gurudev, though he is not qualified, he might ask, even a little bit, may I go and massage a little bit here? Maybe I can make one little sabji for Gurudev. Little bit here. So in a similar way, one has to be, in a very begging mood. Then Radha and Krishna will say, okay, maybe little time, one little time here, little we can serve. Then they might use. Without that, we cannot. So we have to learn this. So then from here, Sri Rupa Goswami Pad, when he sees Radha and Krishna, they are in a favorable mood, then he is trying to beg different moods of service from Radha and Krishna. You know, these moods are what the moods of Rupa Goswami are. So if we try to follow these moods of service of Rupa Goswami, then only we are Rupanu. If not, we are not Rupanu. We might be Raganu, but we are not Rupanu. So Rupa Goswami Pad is trying to start to beg different services. You know, the first verse he is saying that when you both, you try to walk in the forest of Vrindavan, so that time this fragrance from your, beautiful body, so that fragrance is spreading whole of Sri Vrindavan. May I be fortunate enough to smell that fragrance from my nose. May my nose be, successful by taking the fragrance of Sri Radha and Krishna. The next verse is asking about the success of the ears when they listen to the beautiful noise that's produced, which defeats the noise of even the swans. The noise that's produced from, ankle bells of Sri Radha and Sri Krishna. So then in 3 verses, Sri Rupa Goswami Pad is glorifying the lotus feet of Sri Radha and Krishna. Kada, when can I see the lotus feet? Can I see the glories of the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna in this lifetime? Sakshat Janasyasya Bhavetavya Kim Bhave. Can I see the lotus feet in this lifetime itself? So like this, sadhak, a practitioner should try to pray. Without such prayers, without such longing, it's not all possible to even comprehend what it means to serve Radha and Krishna, leave alone getting such a service. So that Sri Rupa Goswami Pad is trying to pray that sometime Radha and Krishna, they cannot meet because of the seniors, elderly people. For that reason they cannot meet. Can I get a chance to send a message from Radharani to Shri Krishna and get the message of Krishna and bring it to Radharani and try to please both Radha and Krishna? Then Rupa Goswami Pad is trying to pray that within the Nikunja of Sri Radha and Krishna, sometime Radharani, she goes behind the bush and Krishna is trying to find her. And Rupa Manjari, she is saying that, can I get a chance that when you are searching for Srimati Radharani and I make you find her and you both meet and you are pleased with me and you give, a necklace as a gift Can I get such a necklace? Huh? So then Sri Radha and Krishna, during noontime pastime, they are playing, the dice game. So both have put something, prize money.
Wager.
Huh?
Wager.
A wager. So then when it's finished, they are both fighting that who won. Okay? So Krishna is saying this is mine and Radharani is saying this is mine. So Rupa Goswami is saying, when will I get a chance to see the beauty of you both fighting? Huh? And each one of you wanting to win. So when can I see that? So then Rupa Goswami is saying that inside the Kunja, when can I get a chance to decorate it? Then when you and Sri Krishna, when they, you both come and sit on that, when can I get a chance to slowly press your lotus feet? So like this, he is praying many different things. When can I, during your Keli Vilas, the garland, it breaks. When can I get a chance to, fix the garland and put it back on you? And your, the curly hair, now it's dislocated because of your this amorous pastimes. So when will I get a chance to fix that? So then when will I get a chance to to put tilak on your forehead? When will get a chance to make a garland for Sri Krishna and to put, this eyelashes to Srimati Radharani? When will I get a chance to do that? And finally, when will I get a chance to make a beautiful betel nut? Tambul. What do you call that? Betel nut? Yeah. Huh?
Betel and pan.
Yeah, betel nut. When will I make this beautiful, pan, betel nut, and take it to your lotus mouth and put it in your lotus mouth, Radha and Krishna? Kada. So this is the prayer of a sadhak. Sitting here in Vrindavan, is crying and praying, when will I get a chance to do it? And this, desire, when it just goes beyond limit, when one cannot tolerate it, then Radha and Krishna will say, okay, now you come to us. Not before that. We are praying, and then when Gulab Jamun or Rasgulla coming, we forgetting all these things. Then Radha Krishna will say, okay, you better be satisfied with Gulab Jamun, Rasgulla. No need for all these things. So now we are like two minds. Okay, we pray, we cry and pray, and next moment we forget. But when we get to the stage like Rupa Goswami, who doesn't, forget these things, he's always crying day and night, then Radharani is kind of melted. She is saying, now I got no chance to refuse you because you cannot live without us. Okay, now you come to me. So these are the moods where he is trying to pray. Then finally he is saying that Kwa asau duskrita karmaham kwa vamya bhartanayi trishi kimba kamba na vivayor unmadayati madhuri. So then finally he's finishing and saying, Kvasau dushkrita karmaham, where I am very fallen and full of bad, sanskar, sinful life. And where are you? You are such a topmost thing. Where are you and where am I? Practically, I shouldn't even be praying like this from you. But then why you are doing? Yuvayor unmadayati madhuri, your nectarian beauty, madhuri, it's making me mad. That's why I am praying like this. It's not my fault. It's the fault of your nectarian beauty. The taste that I am getting by doing little bit bhakti, that's making me mad to beg from you like this. Meaning, those who even get a small taste of the beauty of Radha and Krishna, definitely they will pray like this. And those who don't pray like this, meaning they are not, tasting the nectar of Radha and Krishna. Their form, their name, their beauty, their pastimes, they are not tasting it. That's why they are not going mad. And once you go mad, then you don't realize you are qualified, you are not qualified, then you pray like this, like a mad person, That's why Rupa Goswami is saying, your beauty is making me mad. So don't question me. Question your beauty. So then finally he is saying, Yaya Vrindavane Jantur Anarhopyesha Vasyate Tayaiva Kripaya Nato Siddhim Krutam Ichitam. Though I am not qualified, but by which mercy I got a chance to live in this Vrindavan, by that same mercy, somehow you try to fulfill these prayers of service to Lord. Karpanya Panjika Metam Sada Vrindatari Natau Giraiva Jalpato Asya Janto Siddhyatu Vanchitam. Those who are, trying to recite this Karpanya Panjika Sada, forever, sitting in this Vrindavan, lotus feet of Radha and Krishna, by, speaking loudly, leave alone by giving, by thinking about through the mind, Siddhyatu Vanchitam, definitely the desire of prayers will get fulfilled. There is no doubt about this. So this is Karpanya Panjika. This is very touching, very beautiful.
Do we have it in English?
It's available, you can get it on the internet.
Huh?
Ushakrata has translated it.
Who?
Ushakrata.
Google search.
See, the translation is a different story. So it's difficult, But somehow, these things are there in different languages, and we should try to grab it and try to, go deep into it. These are the moods, the real moods of the Rupa Goswami path. Then, if we try to follow it, then we can become Rupa, not before that. Amara, Hare Krishna.
These modes are the same mode. Vishtadeva Bhavantam Vande.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not twain, Mamati, I don't have a sesame seed of bhakti. Parameshwara Tarapi Davani Durgata Katanamita. But because you make the impossible possible.
Yes.
That's my only hope.
Good. Maharaj summed up the whole thing in a very beautiful way. Yes, that's the mood of Rupa Goswami. Though I am not qualified, you are qualified enough to show mercy upon me. Please kindly show mercy upon me. That's how one can get the mercy of Radha and Krishna, not by demanding, not by commanding, Okay, we have to fall at the lotus feet, cry like Rupa Goswami is crying. Futkritya. I mean, crying loudly, calling their names. Hey Krishna, Hey Radhe, Hey Radhe, Hey Brajadevi Ke Chalalite, Hey Nanda Suno Kuta. Like this, crying and shouting, and, begging, where are you? Please show mercy upon me. In such a mood, Radha and Krishna, they are moved to show mercy. Otherwise, they are busy in their own leela. They don't need you. Okay? They are very busy. Okay? So we are grateful to Jiva Goswami Pad who compiled these things, saved these things, and Baldev Vidya Bhushan Pad, such a beautiful commentary on these things, bringing out the moods of Rupa Goswami Pad. And we should always try to remember these moods. We should try to remember. Then we can get the mercy of Shri Guru. Guru Maharaj did so much efforts to glorify Rupa Goswami Pad, to bring us all here, to have this sabha, to take us to the Samadhi of Rupa Goswami Pad, try to tell us about Rupa Goswami Pad, so that sometime we can all become a servant of Rupa Goswami. That's the goal of Shri Guru. Okay, Gaur Prema. Guru Maharaj ki jai, Rupa Goswami Pad ki jai, Karpanya Panjika ki jai. Conference ki jai, Manjari Devi ki jai.
Thank you very much, Maharaj, and we hope you'll come back tomorrow. And also Paramahamsa Maharaj will be joining us.